Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back with some GCW. And I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry about that, but I've been rather busy with class and stuff like that, you know. I didn't even read that incident. I don't know what he was mad about. Sorry, Combo. What was the incident? You know, I'll give him a bonus because I didn't read it. Here's $2,000. Alright. So we're going to keep expanding. I'm pretty sure last episode I said we're going to focus solely on the Mid-South. Might as well go for Cult. So, Mid-South. Okay. Let's get to it. Last episode we ended with March Massacre, featuring a main event of a War Games match. So we're going to address the fallout of that with a Johnny Ace promo. Oops. Johnny Ace, Shane Douglas, and Jesse Ventura will be a part of this promo. So Johnny Ace promo, Shane Douglas comes out. Okay, let's make it 10 minutes. We're gonna have a Dustin Rhodes backstage promo. Maybe 5 minutes. We're gonna have a Jerry Lynn promo with Meng and the Barbarian coming out to attack him. And we're gonna have Steve Williams make his debut. So Jerry Lynn promo, Faces of Fear attack, Steve Williams debuts. That can be around 7 minutes. We're gonna get Taz in a match. He's gonna, if I can put him, he's gonna face off against Kona Crush. And in 3 minutes, Taz will dominate. Submission. Yeah, title not on the line. We're gonna have DDP. DDP announcement. It's gonna be 4 minutes. That can go right there. We're gonna put DDP in a match. DDP will face off against... Let's see, who can he face off against? I don't know, I kinda want to do a jobber. Let's do a jobber. Male, a wrestler to hire, can work in the USA, is exactly an unknown, active wrestler. Bobby Duncombe, Brad Batten. Derek Dukes, wrestled in the AWA. Let's get Derek Dukes. Okay, I'm going to put DDP against Derek Dukes. And DDP getting the victory by domination. Pinfall, decisive. Okay, we're going to get a tag team match on this card. We're going to get the Eliminators facing off against the Headbangers. And in 8 minutes, Perry Saturn will be getting the victory. And then we're going to put our main event on this card. Who can we put? So I'm not using Brian Pillman, so I guess we'll use We might as well... No, we're not going to do a tag team match. I was going to do a tag team match, but it's not worth it considering I got one right before. We could do Brian Pillman, Dan Severn. Finish off the Team MMA Hollywood Blonde storyline. It was just a short-lived feud, so we can probably give him a little bit more time. Let's go. Alright, so starting us off, we got Johnny Ace coming down to the ring, and he grabs a microphone. He says, "Now I have 2 victories over my former tag team partner, Shane Douglas, but I'm not satisfied. I want Shane Douglas one final time. Shane, I want to face you in a last man standing match." And Shane Douglas comes out and he accepts the challenge. He agrees to face Johnny Ace in a last man standing match, and Jesse Ventura stands up from commentary desk, grabs a microphone, and he says, excuse me, "This match is now official. Shane Douglas will face Johnny Ace in a last man standing match at Resilience and Romance." Pretty sure a year ago. Was it a year ago when they faced off? And that was the match that fired Johnny Ace in storyline. I think so. Alright, DDP getting a decisive victory over Derek Dukes in a minute by pinfall with a discus lariat. After the match, DDP grabs a microphone and he says, "Next week, Friday, I will be hosting a tournament. My own event, not sanctioned by GCW. It is DDP's annual International Diamond Ring Tournament. The prize, the winner, will receive a $250,000 diamond ring." So, DDP announces a tournament. That's next Friday. Not bad. Taz defeats Chrono Crush, not much to say. Dustin Rhodes is backstage. He says, "Chris Candido, if you think we're finished with the Intercontinental Championship, we're not. We're nowhere near it. Well, Candido, I want one more match. You know what? One final time. I just need one more. And if I can't beat you, I will never challenge for the Intercontinental Championship again while you are champion." So, yeah, we're going to see what Candido has to say about that. The Eliminators defeat the Headbangers in 7:37 when Perry Saturn defeated Thrasher by pinfall with a total elimination. Where's Joey Styles when you need him? 58. Jerry Lynn comes out just off getting a victory over Meng at March Massacre. He is the #1 contender for the GCW World Heavyweight Championship against Sting, who is currently out injured, so we're going to have to do without him for now. But he's only injured for 19 more days, so I don't think it's worth it to, vacate the title or put an interim champion or something like that. I don't think it's worth it. If it was for maybe 6 months, I'd maybe put an interim champion, or I'd vacate it. But, anyway. Yeah, so Jerry Lynn gets a promo, new #1 contender, celebrating, blah, blah, blah. Faces of Fear come out. They beat down Jerry Lynn, and out comes Steve Williams to make the save. Clearing the ring, throwing Meng over the top rope, throwing Barbarian over the top rope. And Jerry Lynn finishes off with a suicide dive. He gets back in the ring, and Lynn and Williams shake hands. 76, and then our final match of the night, Brian Pillman defeats Dan Severn in 17:10 by pinfall with a leaping thrusting lariat. 75 ends our show, gaining popularity in 2 regions, of course, Mid-South and the Tri-State. What's the, industry's gonna fall pretty soon. Alright, let's sim to the next show of today's episode, Saturday Night's Wrestling, #2. Alright, second show of today's episode, let's get straight to it. Oh, not bad. Back to the Mid-South we go. Alright, let's see what we're doing. We're going to have Shane Douglas get a backstage promo. So this means the Shane Douglas versus Johnny Ace match will not be next episode or the episode after that. It will be the episode after that. Because Resilience and Romance is the May pay-per-view. Or, I guess, event. It's not a pay-per-view yet. We don't have a broadcaster on pay-per-view. Okay, we're going to have Chris Candido cut a promo. Candido accept Dustin's challenge. Okay. So these guys will face off at the end of next episode at Championship Wrestling. Okay, I'm going to get Taz on a backstage promo. Okay. We're going to get Chavo Guerrero on a backstage promo. Okay, that can go 5. Main event. Main event will be the Faces of Fear facing off against, where's Jerry Lynn? Jerry Lynn and Steve Williams. And then we can get Steve Williams the victory. After the match, Steve Williams will turn on Jerry Lynn because he's coming in as a heel. Just a little twist for the audience. We're trying to build to a Steve Williams versus Sting match in the future. So, yeah. Alright, let's put our matches in now. Put Mike Awesome in a match. I haven't used Mike Awesome in a little bit, so might as well. He can go over on... I kind of want to do a face versus face, but... Mo. 7 minutes. Mike Awesome gets the victory. I can go right there. Chris Candido is going to get a match. He's going to face off against Aldo Montoya. Title not on the line for that one. We're going to get Rob Van Dam. We're going to give RVD a win over General Riggs. Okay, I'm going to put RVD over. Can't be too long. Okay, let's run the show. So Chavo Guerrero is backstage. He gives an explanation on why he turned on his uncle Eddie Guerrero at March Massacre. Just Eddie's in his way. Chavo wants the Cruiserweight Championship. He'll stop at nothing to get it. So at Championship Wrestling, Chavo will face off against Eddie Guerrero in a singles match. That's it. RVD gets a victory over General Riggs in 4:19 by pinfall with a frog splash. 53. Taz is backstage. He says RVD has gotten himself into a situation which he cannot claw his way out of. RVD is trapped. Taz has his eyes locked on his target and will pass and will destroy RVD, locking him in the Taz mission, cracking the neck of RVD clean off the shoulders. Survive if I let you. That's it. Chris Candido goes over on Aldo Montoya at 8:06 by pinfall with a blonde bombshell. 51-36 for Aldo. 51. Candido accepts to face Dustin Rhodes at Championship Wrestling for the Intercontinental Championship, with the condition being that if Dustin does not beat Candido, well, I'm sorry, no more title shots, Dustin. While Candido's champion, I guess. 47. Mike Awesome goes over on Mo. Not much to add. That's it. 452. Shane Douglas is backstage. He says, Johnny Ace, he thinks he's gotten 2 over on me. But what he doesn't realize is he's never really had a fair fight against Shane Douglas. What happened at March Massacre? You say, oh, well, Shane Douglas, you lost. Johnny Ace beat you guys. Yeah. Guys, it wasn't fair. It was a 4-on-4. That's not a fair 1-on-1. Johnny Ace doesn't even know what it takes to beat Shane Douglas. I'm a former world champion. How many world titles has Johnny Ace won? You're probably going to say, well, at Championship Wrestling, Johnny Ace beat you. You say, yeah. Yeah, he did. He had the element of surprise. I was not ready to face him, and he was illegal to bring him in, illegal to the company policies for GCW, a breach of contract when he was fired. And a year ago, why was he fired? Because I beat him. Yeah, I beat him. Johnny Ace doesn't even know what's going to happen to him at Resilience and Romance. he's just going to be laid out laying in a puddle of his own blood. And that's it. Main event. Steve Williams and Jerry Lynn defeat Faces of Fear in 1447 when Williams defeated the Barbarian by pinfall with a backdrop driver. Williams, 85 in his debut match. Not bad. 61 for Jerry Lynn, 59 for Barbarian, and 74 for Meng. After the match, Steve Williams turns on Jerry Lynn. That's it. Alright. And we're going to re-sign Doomsday. Alright, don't go anywhere. We're not finished. We got the DDP's Diamond Ring Tournament coming up next. Let's get straight to it. Alright, we're here at the International DDP Diamond Ring Tournament. Let's get straight to it. We start off with DDP coming out. He's got a mic and he says, "Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys coming out to see this beautiful tournament." The audience is booing the shit out of him, by the way. He's still a heel. "Thank you guys so much. This is my dream to hold a professional wrestling event. It's making my year, all right? And we're going to start the tournament right here, right now, with the favorite for the tournament, me, DDP, versus, I don't remember. Let's get to it. Aldo Montoya coming out, and DDP defeats Aldo Montoya in 8:27 by pinfall with a diamond cutter. 74, DDP with an 88. Aldo Montoya 36. Not too shabby. Next match in the tournament, Ice Train defeats Savio Vega in 7:43 by pinfall with a train wreck. Ice Train with a 39, Savio with a 58. Let's not forget, this match is not a GCW sanctioned event, therefore DDP could only get the wrestlers he was allowed to, so there will be no Brian Pillman, there will be no Stunning Steve Austin. They have strike contracts with GCW, so none of that. We still have GCW wrestlers though, and just ignore the fact that Jesse Ventura and Jim Ross are on commentary. Alright. The 1-2-3 Kid defeats Al Snow in the next match of the tournament in 12:46 by pinfall with a tombstone. 1-2-3 Kid 53, Al Snow 56. Performance improving for the Kid, a 57. After the match, Al Snow and Doomsday beat down the 1-2-3 Kid. Al Snow has now turned heel and aligned himself with Doomsday, and it is a vicious beatdown on the 1-2-3 Kid. Next tournament match, Tommy Dreamer defeats Alex Wright in 7:21 by pinfall with a pile driver. Tommy Dreamer advances to the semifinals, where he'll face DDP. And now we're backstage, and DDP, the event organizer, is seen handing a little bit of money to Al Snow and Doomsday, which means he paid them to do something. I wonder what it is. It was to beat down 1-2-3 Kid. 63. DDP versus Tommy Dreamer is the next match. The semifinals. Number 1, DDP defeats Tommy Dreamer in 8:30 by pinfall with a diamond cutter. They have great chemistry, that's good. DDP with a 91, Tommy Dreamer with a 43. 78. Ice Train attacks the 1-2-3 Kid before their match. Sean Waltman can't catch a break tonight. Ice Train beats down 1-2-3 Kid, and we get into their match, but the Kid somehow manages to fight through and defeat Ice Train in 8:58 by pinfall with a fast roll-up. 1-2-3 with a 57, Ice Train with a 36. 54. Right after the match, out comes DDP, and he announces, "No time to rest. The finals are right now. DDP versus the Kid," and he slaps the 1-2-3 Kid right in the face to start the match. And in a 78, DDP defeats the 1-2-3 Kid in 10:13 by pinfall after using underhanded tactics. DDP wins his own tournament, the International Diamond Ring. DDP with a 74, 1-2-3 Kid with a 58, a 78 to close our show, gets a 78. DDP, 1-2-3, and now Snow. So DDP is the winner of the Diamond Ring Tournament. Not too shabby. Also, Saturday Night's Wrestling has moved to 90 minutes. So starting next episode, we're gonna have hour and a half Saturday Night's Wrestling shows, which means the episodes might be longer. Will probably definitely be longer. I just have a lot of storylines going right now. If we check our storylines, we have the DDP versus 123 Kid, which is starting right now. We got the Steve Williams, Jerry Lynn, with the winner facing Sting eventually, right? Lynn still has an opportunity at Sting, so that's 3. Steve Williams will have an opportunity at Sting, so we're going to toss those guys together. So 2. Shane Douglas, Johnny Ace, 3. Candido Dustin, 4. Taz, Rob Van Dam, 5. Chavo, Eddie, 6. If I start one for the tag team division, it's going to be 7. So I need more time for the shows, so that's what we're going to do. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of GCW. Make sure to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want more, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.